This is lesson 5.4, application, the U.S. Census, the parent help video for grade 3 everyday math. So in this lesson, we have a couple new vocabulary words. We have the word population, which is how many people there are in an area. Okay, it could be the population of Maine, it could be the population of the United States, it could be the population of Japan, but it's how many people there are in a certain area. Okay, I'll just say in an area. And then a census is basically a count of those people. Okay, so every so many years we have a census in the United States to figure out how many people are living here. Okay, every so often we have a census in Maine to figure out how many people live in Maine. All right, and different countries also have different censuses. Different times they take account of their citizens. All right, so basically a census is a count of the people. Now, a census isn't going to be a perfect count. All right, however, there are methods in place to do the best we can to figure out how many people there are in certain places. Okay, people will actually go door to door and ask how many people are living in the house, and so then certain houses, and they try to figure out how many people actually live in certain places. Okay, so they don't do it every single year because it takes a lot of time to do a census. All right, so it's something that's done just every so often, every few years, to get an idea of whether or not a population is getting bigger or smaller. Okay, and just to be able to kind of see where things are going with the population. All right, so as far as this lesson goes, we're going to be looking a little bit about population and census. We want kids to be able to read 6 and 7 whole digit numbers and to be able to know what their digits are. So for example, we want them to be able to read this number here. Let's say 7,543,102. All right, so if this is the number 7,543,102, we want kids to be able to read that. We want kids to be able to read 5,621,943. So let's just say we have these two numbers. We want them to be able to read anything into 7 digits, just to 6 digits is fine, 5 digits, any of those. All right? And we want them to be able to compare and put them in order. We want kids to know that this one is bigger than this one. So 7 million is certainly greater than 5 million. We want them to be able to round these numbers to easier numbers. So looking at all of this, we want kids to be able to say, well, let's see, 7,543,102. I'm just going to round this to 7 million, let's say 500,000. Okay, so rounding it to numbers that have mostly zeros on the end. Or maybe 5,600,000 when they look at this. So it's much easier to read, and it's rounding. A census is not a perfect count. Okay, a census is not right down to a perfect count. I mean, we try, but there's some error involved perhaps. So it's rounding, and we want kids to be able to round. We also want kids to be able to use population data to know if the population is growing or if it's shrinking in certain cities, and they're going to be looking at some of that data today. As far as how you can help with this at home, basically anything that's going to help get them to read, write, or round. So read, write, or round 6 and 7 digit numbers. And it could just be a number you say. It could be numbers that you actually have some data for. Maybe you will go and look at an old census. That would certainly be above and beyond what we would be expecting in 3rd grade everyday math. However, if you do happen to have some 7-digit, 6-digit numbers available, certainly take a look at those and see how you might read them. One fun activity that you can do is take a phone number. Let's just say the phone number is 207-9463. Okay, I just made that one up, but you could take that and you could write it as a 7-digit number, 2079463, and practice reading it. 2,079,463. All right, that's just one simple way Obviously, it's a phone number without the area code, but it's just one simple way that you can have a whole bunch of 7-digit numbers to read right away. So this is lesson 5.4, Application, the U.S. Census, the Parent Help Video for Grade 3 Everyday Math.